song, I just think of, you know, fast speed probes fighting drones. Anyways, here we go. All right, everybody, welcome to IMBA TV, where everything is in balance. We've got Beastie QT facing off against AI On, no, sorry, that is not updated, my bad. We've got RAGEKalin facing ttHappyZerg, as I fail often in the intro. This is the EU CraftCup Lite number 37. Why don't you go ahead and take it away from here, Jim?
All right, folks, this is a 9-round event. We're in round 7, so we're getting down to it. We're down to... There's only 12 people left, and we started with 512. So 500 people have been eliminated, and these two very qualified gentlemen are well-deserving to have gotten this far in CraftCup Lite number 37 because there were more than 20 of Europe's top 200 players enrolled and checked in and ready to play in this event. Now, ttHappyZerg, as Orange Zerg in the top right-hand corner, is electing to scout with a drone, and at 13 drones, ttHappyZerg doesn't really have to make a major decision. We'll notice that RAGEKalin, on the other hand, Kalin of the Rage team, is building a wall on the front of his ramp. That would be in the form of a supply depot and a barracks.
That's right, and ttHappyZerg is 508th ranked in the world and 235 ranked in the EU, for those who do not know.
So he's not quite in the top 200 out of the, remember I mentioned the 20,
That's
he's not
right.
quite, but close enough. You know what, we've seen him higher rank. He's probably just playing around and not even trying. I'm confident that if he tried hard, he could be in the top 200.
For sure.
He's probably bored. In any event, back to the action. Kalin's completed his barracks. Kalin is attempting to get that drone out of his base, mining off of one refinery, while ttHappyZerg was able to plant down an expansion hatchery with no dispute at all from Kalin. Kalin's happy to just let him do whatever he wants, it appears. In fact, Kalin's first scout has just arrived. And is he gonna lay a bunker down, or what's he doing? He is putting the bunker down. And a little bit of a cat and mouse game here. 3 drones versus 1 SCV. Now the SCV is going to run along on his merry way. Now, notice that ttHappyZerg attempted to build an extractor first, well before the spawning pool. The timing that he used is such that by the time the spawning pool is complete, ttHappyZerg will be able to begin research on speed Zerglings. Notice a tech lab upgrade on Kalin's barracks, and interestingly, a Reaper is his first infantry unit, and the Reaper also is going to have the job of protecting this command center.
That's right.
Now, what is this?
This is
He's
interesting
moving it
to
off.
see, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen this before, and you know what? This is what makes StarCraft such a great game. So many styles.
Factory going down right now for Kalin, and speaking of Kalin, let's go ahead and poured a little bit of stats about him. He is 210th in the world, as well as 79th of the EU ladder. And Kalin is actually from Bulgaria, so this is our Bulgarian badass right here, Jim.
All right, right on. RAGEKalin, the Bulgarian badass. I love it, man.
It's good. It's great.
Now, I understand as well that ttHappyZerg is Ukrainian, so we're going to have to come up with something for him. In any event, let's get back to the action. The barracks no longer has an add-on and is producing a Marine. The factory does have the tech lab on it, and let's see what comes out of that factory. I mean, at this point, Kalin does have his expansion command center almost completed, and Kalin's building a wall along the side of his expansion command center in much the same way Protoss does with their Nexus. You know how they've built like that semi-half wall and kind of give up the right side? And here comes the Reaper by Kalin. Kalin will be able to completely scout Zerg, something he hasn't done all game. He's been playing in the dark for the first 6 minutes of this game. He spots the fact that the hatchery is being upgraded, and ouch.
Great move there by ttHappyZerg.
Speed Zerglings.
That's right.
Completed. Now, ttHappyZerg's lair is about 20 seconds away from completion. Both bases from HappyZerg are mining like a good thing, 27 drones. And also, here we see a dozen speed Zerglings motoring through the middle of the map. Nothing is going to stop these puppies. 12 dogs right into the middle.
And right through that little hole that Kalin left there in between this, and I thought that was going to come into play here as Kalin is able to send units in and out of this wall off, or this partial wall off anyway, and that supply depot's going down. Is Kalin going to be able to defend against this successfully without losing too much?
Well, Kalin is now supply blocked.
And unsieged tanks doing the job.
Now, the problem is that while all that was going on, HappyZerg is now up to 39 drones. Terran is down to 24 SCVs, essentially mining off of one base. Now, we see this observer, Overlord, HappyZerg, is doing a really nice job observing the Terran part of the Terran base, and HappyZerg has completely seen all of the Terran base. He's seen every building, knows exactly what he's dealing with, and he elects to go with a Baneling nest with the Baneling speed upgrade, and Aspire is halfway to completion. And I'll tell you what, I think we're seeing Banelings and Mutalisks textbook example.
That's for sure.
Of how to play that.
And this is a round 7 event, so we are going to see the best try to battle into the semifinal rounds of this 9-round CraftCup event.
And it is a best-of-1, so only one game. And interesting, look at this. Kalin is going for another command center. And Kalin is back. Kalin is now back up to 32 harvesters. So his economy has built up again. He's got 3 barracks, 1 factory. It looks like we're seeing, and look at this, the add-ons are reactors. He's putting 2 reactors and 1 tech lab on each of his barracks. And we see ttHappyZerg continuing to work on the rocks. The Baneling nest and the Baneling speed upgrade has just completed, folks. Now, Mutalisk attack +1 upgrade has just begun. We're seeing a beautiful spread here. Right now, HappyZerg has 46 drones. Kalin has got 39 SCVs. And here come 7 Mutalisks. The question is, what? Oh, Kalin has built a couple of...
He's preparing for it for sure, Jim. I think he's expecting the Mutalisks since he saw all those lings. But we'll see. As we see the 3rd expansion going down from HappyZerg, and here come those Mutalisks.
And they're going to back off.
Repelled by the turrets. And level 1 flyer attack upgrade is being researched, as well as level 1 carapace for the ground units of ttHappyZerg. And look at this, we're going to see a high yield possibly here, guys. That's right, the very first gold standard of today.
And it looks as though HappyZerg is going to take out his rocks as well.
So
and look at nice sniping by these Mutalisks. These Mutalisks are doing a nice job. Now, one thing to note, right now, Terran infantry has no upgrades of any kind. That's an interesting little weakness early in the game. The stim pack upgrade's about halfway to completion. 56 drones to 45 SCVs. And we're going to have 22 Banelings. 22 Banelings, and I think this base is gone. Interesting formation of the tanks. Let's see if those 22 Banelings can actually get through all of this defense.
And if those Banelings hit those Marines, then, Kalin's going to be sitting in some hard spots with those Mutalisks.
Watch it. Yeah, he's got 9 Mutalisks, so that's a formidable force. Now, because Kalin has got reactors on 2 of his barracks, he can pump out Marines in massive numbers, and he is getting tons of minerals right now to feed all of those bunkers and give those bunkers the money they need. Now, right now, 30 Banelings, 9 Mutalisks, 26 Zerglings. Wow.
Those Mutalisks are upgraded +1 on their flyer attack as well, and +1 is being researched for the melee attack for the Zerglings, as well as the level 1 carapace for the ground units of Zerg.
Here we go.
That's right.
Oh, and he was going to try to put up a wall. That's dead.
Oh, done. Yep, that's right. It's out of there. These Banelings moving forward. Marines do survive. They will be able to take out some of those Mutalisks, but that high yield is over. We're going to see another gold standard. Are we going to have more than 3 gold standards in this game alone?
Well, I'm not sure, but ttHappyZerg is really eating up the gas. Look at that. He's got 6 extractors, all mining gas. Both players' main bases are getting low on minerals, especially the Zerg main base, especially ttHappyZerg's main base. Now, at this point, if we take a look at the unit counting station, right now, Kalin sits at 118 unit count. ttHappyZerg sits at 124 unit count, just as we're going to see another 13 Banelings with speed upgrade. Here come about 10 Mutalisks. No, sorry, that's 13 Mutalisks altogether. Now, the Marines are +1 attack. Where are those Banelings? There they are. There are the Banelings.
And here comes the other high yield expansion. We could have 3 gold standards in this game. As long as Kalin gets his up and we see this hatchery finish, then we will have 3 gold standards, guys.
Yeah. And look at this. Look at this dropship here. We're going to see a little bit of a... oh, no. I thought we were going to see a tricky move of some kind. Maybe we will. Look at that. Now, let's see if he spots it. Look at all those...
He had to have spotted it because there is great creep spread and these tumors making, presenting great map awareness as well as this Overlord. So he's got plenty of opportunities to have scouted this, but it looks like he is not paying attention to his mini-map, as this drop will successfully go in. And there was actually another drop or some Marines that came in to try to do some damage to that line here, providing a little bit of confusion here.
A double-pronged attack.
That's right. Oh, and as that goes down, look at this. Kalin moving forward with more Marines and a couple drop ships. Here come the rolling Banelings. And it looks like those Marines are going to get out of there as ttHappyZerg was able to take out all of those Marines that were dropped in his main base. Okay, we've got a double gold standard going down right now in the middle of this map. So that is the 3rd gold standard of this game. If you guys follow along with that.
17 Mutalisks at +1 attack. These Mutalisks are going to be really tough to deal with the deeper we go into the game. Building a couple of missile turrets won't get the job done. This force of Mutalisks can go into the Terran main base, and it can wreak havoc, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Oh, man, both dropships go down. Really nice sniping by ttHappyZerg. And ttHappyZerg is looking happy right now, as these Mutalisks are definitely taking Terran out of position.
That's right. And another expansion is going down right now from ttHappyZerg.
Oh, nice move with these Mutalisks to take the Terran Marines out of position and then go after all these tanks.
Very good move.
And now these Marines, this maze-like structure that was used for defense early in this game is now harming him.
And I think Kalin's going to need to upgrade, is going to need to get some more Tier 3 going on. And here comes, speaking of, we've got some Thors coming out on the field as ttHappyZerg moves back in to try to take out more of Kalin's base. And that Thor is not turning around.
And I think Kalin might be moving forward. It's hard to say at this point. Right now, ttHappyZerg has got 26 Mutalisks, 16 Banelings, and 89 Zerglings. He now has this base here. He's secured his gold mineral region. He's got this base here. So I'll tell you what, I think ttHappyZerg, sitting at 195 units, is ready to go in for the kill. These Banelings and Zerglings are +2 attack, +2 defense, and we now see a total of 30 Mutalisks that are still +1. I think the Zerg army looks fearsome and is going to dominate this map, but there's only one way we're going to find out.
That's right, Kalin does have +1,
oh,
and look at all these Zerglings moving in.